Hi everyone, welcome to Heaven Healing and Tarot. This is Christina. And today's pick a card is what relationship is coming in. Who is our next relationship? Who is the next person we're going to date, or who will come into our lives? Before I get started, I always send out some healing. Take a deep breath with me. All right. Pile 1, flower power. Pile 2, admit your true feelings to yourself. Oh, that's a good one. Pile 3, you've got the power. Love that one too. And pile 4, practice, practice, practice. So take a moment, pick the pile you are most drawn to, and we'll see who we're going to start dating, or at least whoever's coming into our lives that we're going to be spending some time with. Okay, pile 1. If you chose flower power, then this is going to be your reading. We'll get this meaning of this card in a minute. Let's get some tarot first. 4 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Sun. 5 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. What great cards. Yes, these are fantastic cards. 4 of Wands. This is somebody who's going to want commitment. So this is not somebody who's coming in to play games. They're looking for their person. This is somebody who's going to want to be with you, want to maybe spend the rest of their life with you. It is the marriage card. It is the 1111 card. So what does that mean? It means that they're going to be in alignment with your energy. So you guys match, like attracts like, right? So this is like a good person for you. They are going to be passionate about you. They are going to desire you. They are going to want to spend time with you. They are really going to enjoy your company. And they do have chemistry. You're going to feel it. It's going to be exciting. They're going to want to explore with you, I feel. Like they're going to want to do things with you. It's somebody that you're going to, you're just going to have your partner for. You're not going to have to do things alone, or you're not going to have to count on a friend or a family member. This person is going to want to do things with you. That's fantastic. The Sun, yes. Complete happiness. Complete happiness. What more can you ask for in a reading for this person? Someone who's going to make you happy, make you feel happy. That's fantastic. And so I really do. I feel like this one's going to be your person. Now, a way to identify this person is that they could have gone through some kind of a loss recently. Like, not too long before they meet you or they come into your life. Maybe they've lost their spouse, or maybe they've gotten divorced, or maybe they, had a bad breakup. But there is some sadness to them that makes them feel so much happier when they meet you, because they've gone through something. They've gone through the grief, and and they've faced their grief. I think they're over it. But it hasn't completely left them. I mean, when we have something that traumatic, it never leaves us. We always have residual feelings there. It's hard to release that completely, entirely, and forget about it. You don't forget about loss. You just don't. You can move on from it. You can feel okay with it. You could be, accepting of it. But you never forget it. So this person has gone through some kind of trauma, or like I said, some kind of grieving process that they had to deal with, and that's just a way for you to identify them. I think when they come in, they are ready for you. Like attracts like I said. So this is going to be a new beginning for you. It is going to be very successful, and I think you're going to be so much happier with this person in your life than you were without them. You're going to feel like, I don't know how I did life before without you, because I can't live without you now. It's going to be pretty amazing. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. All right, let me get you 2 more tarot, and then we'll go to that card. So you have the Empress. All right, so the Empress is someone who is very loving and very nurturing. So again, I do feel like even though this person has a lot of passion for you, they do feel very loving towards you, very nurturing. They're going to want to take care of you. They're going to want to do things for you and with you. They're going to want to love you. If you guys are young enough that you are in the stages to have children, you might have children with this person. But if you're past that, or you're don't want children, if that's what you choose, then it's just this person's just going to love you to death. They're just gonna adore you, and maybe love you to death isn't the greatest acronym, right? But you know what I mean. They're just going to adore you. And then we have Solitude, which is the Hermit. What's the matter, Ghost? Sorry, Ghost came in. What's the matter? You do hear him crying. I don't know what you want, mommies, but I'm working. Okay, we gotta finish the video here. So you go lay down. I'll get up in a minute. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. He's the gentle giant. But he's a big baby. He cries a lot because he's spoiled. All right, back to your reading. We've got the Hermit card here. So A, they could be a Virgo, or B, they're someone who either has spent a lot of time alone. I mean, and that would make sense because they're grieving, right? In the past, they were grieving. So they could have gone into hermit mode where they've spent a lot of time alone, processing their grief, learning how to live a different life, right? So, I mean, that could be pointing that out, or it could just be pointing out that your person is more introverted, is more of a homebody, somebody who would rather be at home than, be super social. They probably, I'm not saying that they're not social, but they probably feel uncomfortable in crowds. Okay. With the Knight of Wands, that is somebody who likes adventure. So I think they're going to like doing things with you, but maybe not particularly in crowds, in groups, large groups. Not saying that they won't socialize. I think that they will, but, they're just somebody who wants to spend their time with you. So I don't see that as a bad thing. And then again, it speaks to the Empress there, where they're going to be very loving and nurturing towards you. So this is like the type of person that will go to the grocery store with you. They will go to your doctor's appointments with you. They will take you places. They'll do the fun things too, but they'll do the mundane things. They're not like, oh, you're on your own for that. No, they'll go to the, the craft show or the car show. That's something that's like not what you would like to do. They'll do that with you because they want to be with you. I love that. I think that's very sweet. All right, so let's get this card. What does this say? Flower power. Spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. It's fairy energy, which is always nice because I love fairy energy. But in this particular reading, I just kind of feel, I don't know why I have a pen in my hand, but I just kind of feel like what that's saying is your person had to heal. They've been through something. They've healed enough that they are ready for a relationship, and they're ready to be good to you. So they've gone through something, but they've healed enough. All right, so you don't have to worry about that. Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constraint, and exhausted ego. Yeah, I think that's speaking to a lesson your person learned, to be honest with you. I think because of whatever they went through, they've learned something from it. And little things don't matter anymore. They let a lot more stuff go. They're less controlling. They're less ego-based. They're more like, it is what it is. Because I think they learned a very powerful lesson. Like maybe the rug was ripped out from under them, or maybe they had a sudden loss. And so they've dealt with, like, life is short. We got to live it to the fullest now. And we can't let the little things bring us down. And we can't control every aspect of everything. We've got to deal with it and move on. So I really do think that this is speaking to your person, that they have learned a valuable lesson and that they're taking that now and they are so much better for it. Even though, you know, what they went through was sad and tragic, or, you know, even trauma. It happened to teach them a lesson that life is short. This life that in this human body that we have, it is short. We're only here for a certain amount of time. So we should make the most of it. I mean, yes, we are all eternal souls and we will live again in a physical form. But, you know, why not live every moment to the fullest while we're here? So I think that's where your person's at. And they're like, you know what? I like, say this was a loss, like say they lost their spouse. And I'm not saying that's exactly your person's situation, but I'm just giving you an example here. Where if your person lost their spouse and they went through this grieving process and they really loved their first spouse and they were so sad over it, but you know what? They've learned, they've healed, they know that they can't stay miserable forever, that they have to learn to be happy with themselves. And they are ready to love again. They have so much love to give. And they like being loved. They liked being married. They liked all that. And they want that again. Where was I? I lost where I was going with that. I completely lost my train of thought. I know this was an important thing for me to say too. So they learned all that. And now they're just ready to do it again. That they're not gonna, cut their nose to spite their face by staying alone and sad and lonely for the rest of their life, because it's time to let that all go and find it again and live life to the fullest. I'm not sure that's where I was going with it, but that's the best I could do right now, because I completely, my mind went completely blank. But that all still makes sense, you know. So anyway, let's get a new card, because I'm done with that one. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yeah, see, they were tested. That's what this is saying. They were tested by that loss, that grief that they went through. They were tested. They went through the threshold now, and now they're able to live again, to experience life again, to not sit in that sadness. So now life is going to be really great for them, because they've kind of passed the test. All right, we went through something tragic, we grieved it, we learned from it, and now we kind of got back up in the saddle, like we got back on the horse again, and we're willing to try again, and that's huge. And so the universe is going to reward them for that. Whenever we learn a tough lesson, the universe always comes through with something really great. They do. Because they know how hard life is, and they know those lessons are hard, and they want to celebrate with us. So they do give us, something really great after something really tragic. They do. They always do. It always ends up that way. I mean, sometimes we get piled on, like when it rains, it pours. Sometimes we feel like that. But after we're done going through whatever we have to go through, the sun comes out, and then we get all these, all these things that make us happy, all these gifts and blessings. So I feel like you're going to be a blessing for this person, and your relationship's going to be fantastic for both of you. Getting to know each other. Yeah, I just think that this speaks to how well you guys are going to get along, how you're both on the same page, you want the same things. But you are going to get to know each other. You're going to get to know each other's little quirks and idiosyncrasies, and, you know, all those things that are, you know, what they like, what they don't like. You're going to get to know each other, and you guys are going to know each other inside and out. And this is going to make your relationship easier because you know each other so well. I don't think you guys are going to hold back from each other. I think you guys are going to really let the other one in and be vulnerable, and I love that. Little brother, little sister, siblings, younger friends, responsibilities. So I kind of feel like your person might have responsibilities, and I don't necessarily feel like it has to be a younger brother or sister. I think it could be a parent or a grandparent that they have to take care of, or, you know, someone they feel like, I don't want to say obligated, especially if it's a family member, but they have a responsibility, I feel like. So if they don't have kids, it could be their kids. It could be like, you know, maybe they have a younger brother or sister who maybe they're like mentally challenged, or I don't know, there's some kind of codependency situation where I feel like they feel obligated to take care of them. So that might be something that you have to be aware of and accept. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a wonderful thing. I think it just shows your person's character, that they are willing to step up and take care of who they feel like they need to take care of. Again, it could just be a way for you to identify your person. Empty well, time to replenish. Yeah, this is your person. Your person is replenishing their well now. They are ready for a new relationship. They are done with the grieving process, and they're ready to move on. They're ready to replenish that love. So, again, that's just a card saying they are ready for you. Beautiful. The crystal path. Mineral spirit crystal beings. So crystals, again, are very healing. That's what we use them for. We use crystals to draw their energy to, you know, help, you know, we'll use, like, say, we'll use obsidian for protection. We'll use citrine to attract money. We'll use rose quartz to heal our hearts and for self-love, to love ourselves again and to even attract love. So there's different crystals that are really good with different healing modalities or qualities or whatever. And so again, this is card of healing. So I just feel like your person's healed. You don't have to worry about it. They're ready for you. So I kind of feel like this might be coming in soon because they're ready. They're ready. And if you've been single for a while, then you're ready too. So that's fantastic. Should we get some initials and see who your person's initials could be? Let's try it. Let's see. I need to get new initials. These ones are, I mean, they're okay. They work, but I think I gotta look for some. R, P, H, Z, N, V, G. We have a G here. A G, a C, and an E. So, I don't know. Your person's in, well, you might not know who this person is, so you won't know, but keep a lookout. Keep a lookout. When you meet somebody, you're like, were they a C or a G? Or an R or a P? I know, there are too many for you to remember, but it's interesting anyway. So give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose admit your true feelings to yourself, then this one is your reading. Sorry, my eyeball was itching. Let's put this aside for a second, get some tarot, and then we'll go back to it. Clearing out some energy here. Sorry about that. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Chariot, Ten of Cups, the Hermit. Okay. All right. So I think your person is very financially stable. So they must have a good job, make a decent living for themselves. I think there's someone who enjoys the finer things in life. Somebody who is willing to spend on quality, right? So they're not going to be cheap, which is good, I guess. I don't think they're an overspender or anything like that. I just think they don't mind putting out extra money for something that's a little bit worth more, like a little more quality. So I think they have a good head on their shoulders, and I do feel like they do make the most of their paycheck. You know, like I think that they make good money. I think they are savers, but they're not afraid to splurge every now and then. So that's good. I think that's a good quality there. Eight of Cups, walking away. They've walked away from something, but it was their choice to do so. So I'm not sure what they walked away from. Maybe they walked away from an old relationship and they're looking for a new one. Or maybe they walked away from their old job, or maybe they've walked away from their house and they moved. I don't know, but they have chosen to leave something behind for something better. Kind of feels like a relationship, like they left a relationship to be with you. Maybe not. Not exactly like that. I'm not feeling that at all. I don't think they left someone to be with you. I think they walked out of a relationship because it wasn't working. But now that they found you, they realized they were just with the wrong person. They do want a relationship because maybe they were doubting themselves. Like, I don't think I want to be in a relationship because I'm unhappy. But I think they walked away from it with like blaming themselves more. But now that when they meet you, they're going to realize that it wasn't necessarily themselves. It was just they were unhappy in that situation. They had to get out of it, but they do want to be in a relationship. They do. So I think this person will make you happy. I think this person will make a commitment towards you. But that could be a way to identify a person that they've walked away from what didn't make them happy. So that shows character, that they're strong enough to do that. Like if something's not working, they're strong enough to not hold on to it too long. Again, I think that's good. Chariot, success. I do feel like this is going to come in quickly. I think that when you meet your person, maybe come in quickly is the wrong words, but it's going to happen quickly, this relationship. I feel like that it's going to take off. I feel like this person's going to have very strong feelings for you right away. So say you're young and your person might live with their parents or whatever. They're going to and say they don't bring girls home or guys home to meet their parents because they, respect their parents enough not to do that. I don't know. I don't think they would be disrespecting their parents to do that. But anyway, I don't know. I think let's, for an example, say they don't bring home their dates to meet their parents, but they're going to bring you home to meet their parents because and it's going to happen. Like it's going to be quickly. It's not going to take a year for you to meet their parents. Like you're going to meet them pretty quickly. So what I'm trying to get out here is that they're going to feel for you very strongly, very quickly. So the relationship's going to progress quickly. And they're going to be doing things with you that they've never done with anyone else. Like meeting their parents and whatever. If you're older, that example doesn't apply. But it's just an example. I just feel like your relationship's going to progress pretty quickly. And I think you're going to make each other very happy. I do feel like your person is a little more introverted. I don't think, with this Hermit card, I don't think they're someone who dates a lot, or someone who goes on a lot of adventures. I feel like your person's main concern is saving money to buy a house, or saving money for something in the future. Like, I kind of feel like they work, they come home, they'll go out with their friends or whatever, but they're not constantly having to like go out drinking all the time, go out partying, going to the casinos, doing all those things. They're not doing all that. They're kind of like, they'll go out, they'll hang out with their friends, but it's not like they have to do it every night. I think their main concern is saving money, or, because I feel like they're savers for some reason. I think they save up to buy something really nice. So your person probably drives a nice car because they save up to buy that nice car. They're saving up to buy a really nice house. So I don't feel like your person is overly social, overly adventurous. I think that they will go on vacation, they will have adventures, but it's not something they need to do all the time. I think they're a little more stable, reliable as far as money's concerned. I hope that all made sense. I know I was rambling a little bit, but all right, let's get you 2 more tarot. We have discontent and boredom. All right, well, that kind of makes sense with this 8 of Cups here. It's 4 Cups. I think that they were unhappy with a certain situation and they walked away from it because it wasn't what they wanted. Again, I just kind of feel like it was a way for you to identify your person, that they weren't happy with life until you came into their life. And when you come into their life, that's why it's moving so quickly, because they're like, this is what I want. This is what I want more of. This is what I've been searching for. This is the happiness. This is the feelings I want to feel. So that's why it moves quickly, because they're not afraid to take action on it, to move on it, because they're like, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I didn't have. So that's why I think your relationship's going to move. Now we have transformation, which is devil energy, which I do feel like they are transforming. They are changing. The way they think, the way they feel, and I think it's because of you. Like, you're making them see things differently. I don't think that there's going to be any kind of toxic energy anymore. I don't. If this is somebody who had an addiction, I feel like you will make them stay away from it. You will get them clean and sober. Like, you will inspire them. And it's not you forcing them to do so. I feel like they want to do it for you. I don't feel like most of you have somebody who has an addiction. I don't. But I feel like you're going to want to make your person change to be a better person. So I think they are going to start losing their toxic energy, if they have any, whatever it might be. It could be false belief systems or codependency. It could be any of those as well, not all the really, really horrible ones. But I just feel like your person's changing for the better. And I think that you're inspiring them. So when they meet you, they're going to be like, oh, this could be the person of my dreams. I better get my act together. I want to be the best person so that they choose me, that they'll want to be with me too. Not necessarily a bad thing, right? All right, so this card says, be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Again, I just feel like this was speaking to their life prior to you. That they couldn't find their person, and maybe they've almost kind of given up on finding a person. That they've only attracted people who they weren't interested in. And now that you've come along, I feel like that their life is changing completely. I feel like you're really making this person blossom and bloom, where they were kind of just like dissatisfied with life, kind of just going through the motions. But now you're giving them a reason to like really live, really blossom, really bloom. Deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring peace of God. Deepening. See, I just kind of feel like now, like, you're going to bring this out in them. Like, they're going to, like, maybe they've been searching for the meaning of life, or maybe they've been searching for, like, you know, what has been wrong with their life, why they were so bored, why were they so discontent. I just feel like you're breathing life into them. I just feel like you are making them see things differently, see things, I just think you're going to make their life more fun, more happy. And their feelings for you are going to go deep. They're going to deepen really quickly. Trust the naggle. What is that nagging feeling trying to tell you? See, with this, I kind of feel like your person's going to know you're the one. They're just, that's why it's going to develop fast. They're just going to kind of know, and they're going to know what to do, know what to say, know what to act, know how to respond. They're just going to know, and they're going to act upon it. They're not going to really have to get too many niggling feelings, because they are, I feel like they're going to be pushed in this direction, and they're going to take action quickly. They're going to have that niggling feeling that you're the one, and they're going to act on it. They're going to have that niggling feeling that they have to be a better person, and they're going to do it. I think they've been kind of just waiting for you, like without realizing it. I kind of feel like their soul has been waiting for you. Like you're the one they've been waiting for. You're the one they've been searching for. Your love life is affected by children. You might have children with this person. If you're young enough and that's what you want, you're going to have children. If not, if you already have children, then I feel like you're going to be one big happy family. Like they'll love your children if you already have them. They'll take care of them. They'll be there for you, for them. They'll incorporate them into your family, regardless of how old they are. But I kind of feel that means that like this is the person that you're going to want to have kids with. That's in the belfry. You can achieve great things. It's saying this relationship's going to work. You guys could really make this work. Horseman, herald of change. I think that's you. I think you're the herald of change for them. You're changing their life. You're bringing in all this new stuff for them. And they're embracing this. I think this is going to end up being a really great long-term relationship. The angel gate. Cleansing, protection, and blessing. Yeah, I kind of feel like they're going to feel like you're their angel. Like you came in and made their life so much better. That they are cleansed now, right? And they are ready to do the right thing and to be a better person and to be the most improved that they can be for themselves. And I think that this is a blessing not only for them but for you, because your person's going to go above and beyond for you. And I think they will meet your needs. I love this. I do. I think it's going to end up being long term. So here we go. Let's pull some initials. M, F, Well, there's not that very many initials, but maybe I'll get a few more because there's only a few there and they're not. I only got a few more. We got a W, a V, and an N. We got new. Here we go. New, though. New. It's a new relationship. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Pile 2. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Until next time, love and light. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose You've Got the Power, then this is your reading. We'll come back to this. Let's get some tarot first. We have 9 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Star, 9 of Cups. Nice cards. Really nice cards. Wow. Okay. I kind of wish all these readings so far, we've had really good readings. I kind of wish they were future spouses instead of next relationship. But looks like all these next relationships could go the distance. 9 of Wands. Oh, hang on one second. Sorry, Mom was calling. I have to answer that. At her age, you never know what's going on. So, all right, here we go with your reading. I don't know where I was, but I feel like your person has waited a long time for you, and that they're very happy that they found you, or they will find you. That you guys will have an amazing life. Have an amazing life. I feel like your person is very alpha, very strong-minded, very take charge kind of person, somebody who likes to be in control and likes to have things done their way, but not in a, too controlling way. But, they're strong. They're somebody that you can count on, somebody that you can lean on. I like them. They are going to be independently stable, like financially stable. And able to take care of you, able to make your dreams come true. I think this is somebody you've been hoping for, somebody that you've really been waiting for. Like, this is like the right person for you. I think this person checks off all your boxes. I do really like this for you. And 10 of Pentacles is abundance in so many ways. Love, money, happiness, joy. Then you have, the Star and the 9 of Cups. Both are wish fulfillments. So I think you've been waiting a long time to meet this person. And you are, about to have your dreams come true, it feels like. It's pretty amazing. Let's get 2 more tarot. Hangman. Sacrifice. Yeah, I kind of feel like your person has sacrificed a lot in their life. Maybe they are older when you meet them. Maybe they were working on their career, so they sacrificed love to get ahead, because that would make sense with all that money on the table, right? There's some money here. So it could be that, or I don't know, maybe they sacrificed having kids because they waited too long, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's some kind of a sacrifice, it feels like. But it's going to be all worth it for you and for your person when you guys come together. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Passion ignited. You guys are definitely going to be attracted to each other. You're definitely going to have chemistry. This person's going to light your fire. This person, I'm telling you, this is a dream come true. This is one of the best readings that I've had in a while as far as love. I mean, there's been some really good love readings coming out recently. But this just feels like, wow. This just feels like, wow. Fantastic. So I really do feel like your dreams are coming true with this one. You've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. I'm not feeling an issue, so I don't think that card's really speaking to an issue. I just feel like you've got the power. Like you are now an Emperor energy where you are highly attractive. You are drawing people in with your magnetism. You're doing something right. I don't know if you're taking care of yourself or you're just projecting confidence and beauty, or compassion and generosity. But I feel like you've got them eating out of the palm of your hand, or at least someone's eating out of the palm of your hand, because I feel like your person is so attracted to you. I'm excited for you. Reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. Again, this is all saying, like, you've got these things where there might be an issue. 3 cards here that maybe, and I'm really not picking up an issue other than maybe the issue was the past where you weren't able to find your person. Like nobody was good enough. Nobody was right for you. You've sacrificed so much because you've been single for so long because just what you were attracting was blah, like not right, like not what you wanted. And now this person's perfect. And it's like, where did they come from? Where were they all your life? Like you've been searching for this and then all of a sudden here they are right in front of you. So I kind of feel like your luck is changing in a way. Like things are changing that now like you did something right to bring this person into your life and they're like perfect for you. That's kind of what I'm getting. Awakening, a new way of being. You must have done some kind of work on yourself. You must have done something right because you're now awakening and you are now attracting the right people to you. So I don't know if you changed your mindset. I don't know what you did, but you definitely did something right because you got this person here that's going to be amazing for you. So good for you. Good for you. Good for you. All right, what do we got here? Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Maybe that's what you started doing. Maybe you just started becoming flirty. Maybe because you didn't really care anymore. Maybe you weren't consciously thinking about, oh, I'm trying to attract a person. Maybe you just kind of lightened up, let everything go, and you just started being you. And you let your natural self shine through, and you started becoming more flirty and fun. But I think that card is also speaking to your person's going to flirt with you. And you're going to be like, yo, how'd this happen? Where did this come from? And you're going to love this. So I think you're a good match. The time has come. The time to act is now. So it looks like this person's right here in your energy, right here ready for you. So if you haven't found them, they're close. So don't go into hermit mode. That would be the worst thing you could do right now. Make sure you are putting yourself out there. Make sure when you get invited to things, you go. Make sure you're doing stuff because the time is now. So we got to meet this person if you haven't met them yet somehow. And you're not going to meet them sitting on your couch. So we got to be open. The cosmic womb, the divine feminine. Well, hey, if you are young enough to have kids, your person wants to have kids with you. The divine feminine. If you are past that stage or if you are not interested in having children, then your person has a softer side. They are embracing their divine feminine. They are somebody who is going to be very loving, very nurturing, very I'll take care of you type of energy. So, we all have masculine and feminine within us. That doesn't mean anything too strongly, but they're just going to be embracing that softer side where they're nice, they're generous, they're kind, they're loving, they're nurturing. As well as having an equally masculine side that is strong-willed, strong confidence, that perseverance, that somebody who doesn't give up, who goes after what they want, who's not afraid to do that, somebody who is, I just feel like your person is right with themselves. Like they're comfortable in their own skin. They can embrace either the masculine or the feminine. They're both. They're an equal part of both, and they're not afraid to show either side. So I kind of really love this. I love a person who's perfectly balanced. It's so refreshing. Because most of us we lean towards one or the other, right? We're either more masculine or more feminine. But somebody who is really both, who can really shine in both of those, is truly a gift. So, all right, we've got the pathway, direction, purpose, change. Something definitely has changed within you, I think. I think you are definitely in a different mindset. I definitely feel like you have leveled up and ascended in some way. I feel like you are now attracting the people that you want in your life. You are going in a different direction, and this person is going to be your match. So excited for you. And I feel like it's so close. Let's get you some charms. Not charms, initials. We're seeing what initials your person can be. Q. Q came out. Z, B, G, T, L, H, K, E, M, D, and I. All right. So if your person's name starts with any of those initials, you'll know you've met the one, I think. All right, pile 3, that is what I have for you. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Until next time, love and light. Okay, pile 3. If you chose practice, 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 then here we go. Let's get some tarot first. Queen of Cups, 6 of Wands, Devil energy, 8 of Pentacles, and 2 of Pentacles. All right. Well, your person is feels like they're intuitive. Feels like they could have developed their abilities, psychic abilities. They feel, at the very least, I feel like they're empathic. But they are definitely, they have a connection with Source. So I definitely feel like your person kind of knows things. They're that type of person. They kind of just know things. I think that they are kind, and I think that they are generous, and I think they are very loving and very nurturing, and I think that they really want to find love. So they are looking for their match. They're not looking for somebody who wants to play games. They're looking for somebody to be with. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling that your person might be in the spotlight. So I don't know like what that means, but it could mean that they're really good at what they do, or they're well known for something. They could be like me, that they have a channel on YouTube, so they're kind of in their spotlight of their own circle. You know, that I'm not. They could be rich and famous. They could be a movie star or something like that. But I kind of, that's not everybody's story. That's impossible to be everybody's story. But I kind of feel like they're in the spotlight for their own reason. So they could just be really good at their job. They could be like the top salesman in their company, or, so they get noticed and they get recognized. I kind of feel like they're in the spotlight. I do kind of feel like they have devil energy a little bit. Now, not in a totally toxic way, although all devil energy is toxic. But I kind of feel like they might be codependent, With the Queen of Cups of how loving and nurturing they are, they could want to be codependent on somebody for their happiness. They might want somebody to be codependent on them too. I don't know. But it also could be that they don't believe that they are as strong as that they are, or they're as capable as that they are, or they're as worthy as they are. They could have those false beliefs as well. I don't really feel addiction from them. But I'm not going to rule that out. Devil energy's here for a reason. So there is something that they have to conquer. But I don't think it makes them a bad person. I don't think this is somebody I would tell you to run away from. Actually, I think this is a good person for you. Because sometimes I do say run. Run, run, run. No, no, no. But no, I'm not feeling that at all. I feel I'm actually kind of liking your person. I think they work hard. I think that when they set their mind to something, like if they have a goal, they'll work hard to achieve it. They're hard workers. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty. And they're like, if they're a boss, like they wouldn't ask their employees to do anything that they wouldn't themselves do. They're that type of person. They don't mind working hard and working for what they want and going for it. So this is somebody who would put their all into a relationship. This is somebody that you want, somebody who's going to give you 100%. I kind of get in the feeling with the Two of Pentacles that your person has a lot on their plate. They might be juggling a lot. They might be very busy. They might be trying to, keep things afloat by doing multiple things, multitasking. Maybe they have 2 jobs, or they have a job and a side hustle, or I don't know, there's something. But I feel like they're a hard worker, and they're juggling a lot. They've got a lot going on, or a lot of responsibilities or something there. So, that toxic energy could be codependency, where they're like, I just want somebody to come in and let me know that, if I fall, they'll catch me. That's not always good, It's not terrible. It's not a terrible thing, because I feel like that. Although I was codependent for a long time. But I feel like that sometimes, I've been alone for so long that I just want somebody to lean on. I don't want somebody to pay my bills or anything. I just want somebody, if I'm short one month, I don't have to worry about losing my house, because somebody will be there to catch me when I fall and until I get back on my feet again. You know what I mean? And I haven't had anybody like that in 10 years. I've been on my own, and I do what I got to do. But it would be nice to have somebody to catch you. So I kind of feel like your person feels kind of similar to me in that way, in that sense, where they kind of feel like they're so loving that they would catch you, but they want to know that you'll be able to catch them too. Like that. I don't think they need somebody else to take care of. I feel like, they need somebody that not will take care of them, but will be their backup plan, if that makes any sense. Right? So don't be the person that is too needy. Because I feel like your person would go above and beyond, even if you were too needy. I think they would do that for you. I think that's how loving and how big of a heart that they have. So I feel like your person has a tendency to get taken advantage of, to be honest with you, because they want to be so giving and they want to be loved. But not that they're mushy, not that they're too mushy either. I think there's a balance there. I don't know. All right, let's get 2 more. Wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. I think your person is who you would want to be with. Absolutely. They'd be a wish come true. I think that you would celebrate the fact that you guys came together. This would be a joyous occasion. So I kind of feel like, yeah, I found my one. Let's celebrate it. Let's be happy about it. So I think you're going to be happy when you meet your person, if you haven't already. All right, what's this? Sorry, I was yawning. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. Yeah, see, I think this is your person. I feel they do lack confidence sometimes. Not all the time, but I do think that they doubt themselves. I think that's where that devil energy is coming from. I think that they don't feel confident, that they don't necessarily feel worthy all the time. But I do feel like they're amazing. Divine love. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Okay, I get that. But I really think that that's saying that this love is divinely brought to you. Like, you guys are meant to be together. This is soulmate type of love. This is love that the angels will help, intervene and put you in each other's pathway. That's what I got from that card. So, again, that's something that's really good. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? This is your person. I definitely feel like your person, remember I said that they're empathic or intuitive or something here. I feel like when somebody triggers them, that's what they do. They take it as a moment to grow. They'll be like, all right, I don't like that person. Why don't I like that person? What is it about them that's triggering me? It's because, oh, they're bossy. Oh, they're bossy? Well, why does that trigger me? Oh, because I think I'm bossy and I don't like that about myself. I got to work on that. I got to work on becoming less bossy. Let's work on releasing control. So I kind of feel like your person does like they break it down. They're intuitive enough to see that when people trigger them, they're like, it's got to be something within me that I need to fix. They're intuitive enough to do that. So I feel like your person's always learning, always growing, always becoming a better person. Again, a great quality. Yeah, this is your soulmate. Look at that. We did feel that, right? We did feel that. So this person is right for you. Little Owlin. Wisdom as light as a feather. Yeah, I do. I think that's talking about your person being intuitive, being connected, having some kind of abilities, even if they're not fully developed, they kind of know things and they're doing the right thing by working on themselves, facing their shadow side, leveling up. I think your person has that innate wisdom to know to do those things. Even if they're not consciously aware of that they do them, I think their subconscious mind knows that they want to become a better person, so these are the things that they should do, and I think they do them subconsciously. Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Again, I do get the feeling that your person has been through the ringer. I do. I think that they've been through a lot, and I feel, again, that that's saying they're intuitive, that they know how to transmute the pain. They take the pain that they're feeling, right? Say somebody triggers them. They take that pain. Why are they triggered? Why are they hurt by that person? And they figure out why. And they break it down. And they transmute it into healing. All right, that person's not going to trigger me anymore because I'm going to heal myself from that. And next time I see that person, I'm going to be okay with them. That's what your person does. That shows immense inner wisdom. Your person's smart, even if they don't show it on the outside. On the inside, that takes a lot to know how to do that. They're pretty wise. Aurora Garden, beginning, initiate, origin. Oh, I just got major chills. So what they gave to me was that, yeah, you've been with this person before. You guys are soulmates. You have lived other lives together. You have been with this person since the beginning of time, since the beginning of your existence. Not the beginning of this lifetime, the beginning of when you were actually created. Your personality was created. you've been with this person. So you are definitely connected to this person. You are definitely a soulmate of theirs. That doesn't mean that you've known each other in this lifetime. You might not have. I think it's actually more likely that you don't know who this person is. But you're definitely going to feel some kind of draw to them, some kind of attachment to them, because you're soulmates. So there's going to be a certain level of comfortability with your person. All right, let me pull you some initials. B, I, W, A, P, X, U, K, H, G, L, M, Y, D, T. All right. So anyway, that's what I have for you, pile 4. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. All those things help me and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light.